Hello students, good morning. Standard 7, Class 10, Unit 3, Prose, a prayer to the teacher. A prayer to the teacher. This lesson is based on a speech made by Subarato Bagchi. He is an Indian entrepreneur and business leader. He is the co-founder of Mindtree and a business author. He came to address the convocation at the International Academy for Creative Teaching in Bangalore on 6th January 2005. He addressed the graduating teachers, the faculty, and the administrators. He advised the teacher they should teach their students beyond the syllabus. They should teach the values and skills which they need to live a useful and meaningful life. Okay, students, turn to the page number 138. A prayer to the teacher. Warm up, read the clues, guess the profession, and fill in the crossword puzzle. There some pictures are given and some boxes also there. Read the clues given below, across and down. Understand it and you can fill in the boxes. That's your home assignment. The next thing, which is the role of a farmer in society? Discuss and answer. For this question, you have to write the answers within 5 lines. What are the roles of farmer in the society? And next question, when you grow up, what do you want to become and why? And this question, also you have to write yourself what is your ambition and why you prefer that ambition. This you have to write on a paper and paste on this text book. Now see the page number 139. Listen to your teacher delivering the speech. It is a great occasion for the 2005 batch of graduating teachers. It is also a great day for the faculty and administration to have given the world another set of people whose impact is going to be proportionately large. I am honored to be here with all of you to share your joy, your hopes. As teachers, on behalf of all the lives you will touch, I have a few things to ask of you. It is going to be a long and somewhat unusual list, so I seek your indulgence. Here goes my list. In the first paragraph, the speaker delivered his speech. First, he greeted all. He mentioned the occasion. It was a great occasion for the 2005 batch of graduating teacher. He praised the faculty. Faculty means those who are working at the International Academy for Creative Teaching and administrators to give a set of great people who were ready to render their service to the society. Then he was proud to be there and share the joy and hopes. He listed few things for the teachers and he asked the teacher to accept his unusual list. Here, indulgence means satisfaction. First, I pray to you that you teach me the value of inclusion. The people who write my textbooks and the ones who prescribe the syllabi will not tell you how important inclusion is for me to do well in life. Without the sense of inclusion, I will not know that the boundaries are meant to be pushed, not to be lived in. In the first paragraph, the speaker first stresses on inclusion. Inclusion means the action or state of including, that is valuing other people. They are coming from the different financial, educational status, different caste, creed, physical strength and designation or nativity. So what is inclusion? In the sense, we should treat everyone as our relative. Turn to the page number 140. Take for example the fact that I clean my house but empty my garbage on the road. That is because the road is not included in what I feel is my own. I feed my own child but do not ask if the maid has eaten today. Her hunger is not included in my hunger. I take my child to the movie but do not ask him to call the neighbor's child. The child is outside my zone of parenting. So, teacher, teach me inclusion. Here, the speaker illustrated if we cleaned our house and kept the garbage on the road, it is not an inclusion. We should consider the road is our own property and keeping the road clean. The next example, the speaker said, while eating time, we should think of our maid, whether she had eaten or not. We should consider others' hunger as ours. The next example, if we took our child to the movie, we did not think about the neighbor child. Here, the parenting was missing. These type of qualities like social interest, caring, and parenting should be taught by teachers. Next paragraph, I pray to you to teach me to communicate. As I get caught in the rat race of the common entrance test and cutthroat competition, everyone will tell me that my survival depends on my power to impress. The more I want to impress, the less I will communicate. Teach me to speak and me able to write so that I am able to convey what I feel. Here, the speaker said that amidst of the cutthroat competition, the more we wanted to impress, the less we communicate. Ask the teacher to teach how to speak and write to convey their feelings. And the next, teach me to communicate with the simplicity of a child and the nakedness of a flower. Those who cannot speak or hear, people less gifted, less privileged than I am, those who have come before me and those who will follow, things animate and inanimates. In this paragraph, the speaker emphasizes the teachers how to communicate with others, how to communicate with an innocent child, how to communicate with the nature, the dumb and deaf, less gifted, the old and young, and how to talk with the living and non living things around us. The next paragraph, I pray to you to make me learn. More than that, teacher, teach me how can learn to learn. As you prepare me for the wide world in which I need to fend for myself and for others, one time learning will not be good enough. I will have to have the ability to learn newer and more difficult things. Some of it I will need to learn very quickly. In all this, what will become critical is the process of learning itself, more than just what I am able to learn. Help me to learn newer ways to learn, and that will make learning a joy for me. In this paragraph, the speaker asked the teachers they should teach and motivated the students to fend, which means look after for themselves and for others. One time reading is not enough. As teachers, the teacher should help them to develop their ability to learn newer and more difficult things. He said that the teacher should teach the new way to learn and how to enjoy the learning. Then glossary, syllabi, plural form of syllabus, inclusion, all people being valued irrespective of difference. Cutthroat means competitive, less privileged, disadvantaged, animate, living, fend, look after, critical, extremely important. As I learn to learn from unusual sources, I pray that you teach me to appreciate the interconnected nature of things. Teach me not just about the way the waves rise, but what causes them to fall. Teach me to appreciate that the trees I fell, the small creatures I kill with indiscriminate use of fertilizers and pesticides on the ground, the urban decay I cause with my consumerism, all add to have some imbalances in the natural state of things that cause death and destructions and can one day engulf me and mine. Each time I see a scavenging bird on my city skyline. Teacher, tell me why the singing birds are going away and tell me how I can see them perched on my windowsill again. In this paragraph, the speaker asks the teachers they should learn to learn from nature. He emphasized the teachers to teach to appreciate the interconnected nature of things, like creating an awareness about nature while the topic nature is taught. They should teach not just the concept of rising waves but also the reason why the waves fall. They should teach not only the use of fertilizers and pesticide but also the damages they cause, and how we help the nature by our consumerism. They should teach about birds like crows and sparrows, how they go extinct and how to prevent it. Glossary: indiscriminate means without careful judgment. Consumerism: the protection or promotion of the interest of consumers. Destruction: the action of damaging or destroying something. Engulf: to eat or to swallow. Scavenger bad: anything that feeds on dead animals. Perch: to rest on or to stay on. Next, turn to the page number 142. I pray to you to teach me not just the ability to answer, but also the power to question. Everyone is telling me to do as I am told. Before I know it, I am enslaved. It is because we do not ask questions. Only if we ask questions can we get answers. If we get the answers, we can explore how to establish a better order of things. If we ask questions, we will also learn to be accountable. We will be more willing to accept that when we ask the questions, we can be questioned too. In that exchange, truth will emerge. In this paragraph, the speaker wanted to inculcate the ability to question. No one allowed to ask questions before we know the things. Somebody made a slave, so teacher should teach us the ability to ask questions. This helped one to get answers, to establish better order of things, to be accountable, and in the end, we can see the truth emerge. Next paragraph. As I learn the power of humility, teach me about how all things that sustain life on earth come free. Teacher, I will live in an increasingly commercial world. I will be judged on how much value I can create by buying and selling things. My personal success will be determined by my ability to consume. I will not be able to always question the ways of the world, but do tell me how all things that truly support life come without payment. The cow does not get paid for the milk she gives us. The earth does not ask for money for the crops we get. The sea does not come to get royalties on the catch of the day. The sun, the air, the river, and the clouds do not get paid for their services. In this paragraph, the speaker asks the teacher to teach the power of humility. Humility means humble and simple. We all lived in the commercial world. Commercial means money minded world. The things we obtain from the earth and supported our life come freely. For example, the cow is not paid for the milk it gives, nor the earth asks money for the crops it gives. The sun gives light, air helps to breathe, the river gives water, clouds give rain, without getting paid for their services. On the next paragraph, I pray to you to teach me the power of silence. Teach me also to raise my voice to protect the truth. In a world where every moment is going to be full of noise, teach me to be quiet. Teach me to appreciate the sound of silence. For in silence, I can contemplate the power within. Teach me to make my point without having to raise my voice. And teach me to raise my voice, teacher, when my silence can hurt another one life. Here, the speaker wanted the students to learn the power of silence. The teacher should teach the students to stress their points without raising their voice and to raise their voice when their silence hurts another life. Silence helps the students to think deeply about something. Then, glossary: enslaved, made someone slave. Commercial, money minded, contemplate, think deeply about something. Page number 143. Finally, I pray to you to teach me to develop a world view of things. Teach me to appreciate that poverty, disease, and hunger have no nationality. For hundreds of years, I have lived in a world with narrow domestic walls. In that world, patriotism was founded on religious bigotry, racial intolerance, and man's remarkably short view of time. It was bounded by barbed wires and smoking guns. In the future, that I want to create. I want you to teach me the power of loving my fellow human beings. Teach me to appreciate diversity and dialogue. Teach me tolerance and teach me to remove the word foreign and foreigner from my vocabulary. This is my world teacher in this world. I do not want to be a foreigner to anyone, and I do not want to treat anyone like a foreigner. With these thoughts, allow me to conclude my convocation address. May this day remain with you forever, and may your path be illuminated with the power of 1,000 suns. Finally, the speaker pleaded the teachers to develop a world view of things by having a one world feeling, by removing poverty, decrease, and hunger in the world. Patriotism is not intolerance towards religion and race. Enmity was to be replaced with love for others. There should be unity in diversity. No one is a foreigner. All the people in the world are our siblings. At last, the speaker concluded his speech with blessing, and the path of the teachers being illuminated, which means light up with the power of 1,000 suns. Glossary: bigotry means intolerance towards others within a different opinion. Illuminated means light up. Okay, students, I hope you understand the lesson. What are the skills and values a teacher should teach their students to live in this competitive world? To live in this competitive world, our teachers should teach their students important skills and values like the value of inclusion, ability to communicate, both written and verbal, the ability to learn newer and more difficult things. Okay, students, watch the video fully, listen it carefully, and read the lessons by yourself and send to my WhatsApp number. Thank you and see you soon.